Yes.
So, mm, okay. So, what are the Java 8 features you have used?
Yeah. I use Java feature like for each method I use to iterate the element over collection of atoms.
Mm-hmm.
And second, we use Stream APIs. Stream API is a part of collection, and it can work over collections and in more technical way.
Mm-hmm.
To using stream we can easily sort, filter, map element, iterate element, right? So yeah, this I use. And yeah, this kind of features I implemented in daily basis while coding.
Okay.
And there are so many features like pointer,
Mm-hmm.
handle exception, null pointer exception, and lambda expression to implement the functional interface as well as functional interface, right? Yeah, date and time APIs, right? This kind of features provided by Java.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Uh, so, can you tell me how Spring Boot is working internally?
Internally, working of Spring Boot, sir. Spring Boot, it's uh, using Spring Boot, we create a standalone application and provide production ready features. It built on top of Spring framework. Internally, it uses Spring framework. So basically, internally work, internally is the the main thing is IOC and dependency injection from both the Spring framework can work, because IOCs take a part of creating the object class and beans, as well as maintain the life cycle of beans, right? And talking about dependency injection, it can provide dependent object or dependent dependency. That's the functionality of dependency injection. So using that, there are two type of dependency injection: setter based and constructor based. Using that, it provide business definition to the IOC, and IOC will take part of the create of the object, and it can complete the maintain the complete life cycle of beans. And completely the uh, Spring Boot will basically internally take these two features and work on two features. So there is so many things of working like starter, what is build tool use, Maven or Gradle. So yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
We are using serialization, right? So, what is the advantage if we are using a serialization or if I'm not using the serialization?
Advantage. Yeah, basically no advantage of serialization. Basically, we converting object into byte stream, right? So you know instead of going to put object and provide object to any other, we basically create that object into byte, in byte field, right? So
Mhm.
advantages like is more flexible, it provide more flexible, and also it can reduce the time of consumption that it take while putting the object, right? So
Mhm.
yeah, the main advantage of serialization using it can reduce the time and length of code.
Okay. What is shallow cloning? What is deep cloning?
Shallow cloning and deep cloning. No, sir, no idea about it.
Fine. So, can you write one program like I just want to sort? I take one hash map and just I want to sort.
Hash map.
Yeah, I just want to sort the element of a map.
Uh, uh, on Notepad or what?
Anywhere you
First,
can, based on your
I
comfort.
share.
ID.
Yeah, yeah. I'll share my screen first. Let me
Okay.
get the option.
Make you host.
Get the option. Okay, okay. Got it. Got it. Got it.
Mm,
I'll screen first. Share screen and creating Notepad. Yeah, hash map, right, sir?
yeah,
Hash map. And I want to sort, right?
yeah. So
So, sir, can I use stream to
yeah,
sort?
yeah. You can use not a problem.
Yeah, because yeah, yeah. Suppose I having employee list, right? Employee list, and एक second, sir. And in employee class, we having sir, no name. एक second. Employee set name. Employee age. Employee set email. So you can, sir, just I just take 3 bullets, sir, inside the employee
Okay,
class,
okay, fine.
and I want to
Yeah, no
write.
problem.
Okay, 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 okay. So I want to filter that list. Suppose it's in list. Wait a second. List of employee. All right. Okay. So one thing, and I want to just sort the list so I can start string.
Ask for map, right?
Yeah, yeah. You ask for map now. Okay, I'll map. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So I could temp stream. Suppose I want to sort list. Sort list on base on. Suppose I sort list filter. Sorry, filter list based on age. Right. Suppose age. एक second, sir. S E E age less than 50. I would say 30, and I want to map. Suppose I want to map just name. So I would say dot e and just map dot name, right? Name, and just want to print, right? So for each system out L. So yeah, sir. Suppose I having one employee list, sir. I want to just filter list based on age, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And second, I map this only map. I just map name only inside that list, and then print out that list using query, sir. So using sir, stream, we can just filter out as well as map the object. And I want to if I want to mm, uh, found duplicate. We do not want to duplicate. So I also use collector.
But I asked for sort the map, right? But how it is sorting? You are just checking the condition like if age is greater than 30.
Mhm.
It will sort the
Okay.
element. No, right?
Yeah, but you want to sort the list or what?
No, even list or map, that is not a problem, but it is not the sorting. It is not doing sorting. You are just filtering the data, right?
Okay. So on which condition you want to sort? Means I can write.
No, sorting is will based on the ascending and descending order, right?
Okay, okay,
Either it
upper
will be
class.
ascending order or descending order.
Mm-hmm.
There is no condition for that.
Okay, okay, right.
Okay.
So
Hmm.
yes, sir. Using function get ascending. Sorry, using inbuilt function in hash map. We
Okay.
just sort that list using ascending and descending.
Okay, fine. So you write one program like suppose I have one sentence. I am a Java developer.
Mhm.
Based on the vowel, you just get the key and value. Key is the vowel and value is their count.
Okay.
Just try.
Yeah. Yeah. It can't. Suppose yeah. Suppose I have one list, sir. Employee list. Employee list having 1 second, sir. 30. So you want to sort and get count, right, sir?
No. See, I am having one just a simple string. I am a Java developer. Okay. That one
Okay.
we need to find the vowel character and get the count and store in a map in key value.
Okay. Let me
The
try, sir.
vowel
Let
is
me try.
A, I, O, U, right? So whenever you are finding a vowel, you need to get their count as well.
Yes, sir. Yes. So again, I'll try, sir. I'll try, sir.
Now take
String
a string like a sentence.
sentence.
Yeah, Assis is a Java developer. You can just try it.
Okay. Okay. So yes, sir. I'll try, sir. I'll try. So write map for font 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 हो गया ना तो अब yes yes font sir font hello.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, sir, using count, sir, we can just count the, sir, whatever, element in that string,
Okay.
10, 15, right?
I asked the count for vowel.
What, sir?
Ask for count the vowel, right? So string dot s is it give you the vowel?
No, no, no. You just give a count. Verbal.
First convert that sentence into character array. Like in the
Okay.
string, how you made it as a string. A string
Yes,
is
sir.
not
Yes.
a collection, right?
Right, sir. Right, sir. Character array. एक second, sir. STR array. Okay, okay. -1. Plus minus. एक second, sir. एक second. Just print characters. Sorry, sir. Whatever I write, sir. I know. Hello.
Yeah, yeah. What this code will do?
Just I just converting the string into a sort of character list and print that list. Uh, it is forget this, sir. This is completely not acceptable.
Hmm. Okay, fine. So
Yeah.
what are the checked exception? Can you tell me some
Check,
example of checked exception?
checks exception.
Mhm.
Exception. Sir, check exception is an exception that can check at compile time by compiler.
Yeah.
Means
So give me some
whenever
example.
uh, yes, check exception is nothing but checks means nothing but our runtime exception. When we start our program, na sir, whatever compiler can check, check it can check, compile can check our program first, sir. And if get any checkation like if some some this kind of miss this curly bracket miss, otherwise comma miss, right? This kind of if we miss in code, sir, it can directly throw our exception. That is check exception.
But I'm asking example, like you can tell me the name, what exception it will give.
Exception. Suppose yeah, exception like.
Gives any
Exception.
name of some.
Yeah, sir. Yeah, sir. Uh, Exception like no skill exception, arithmetic exception.
Mhm.
There are
So
not found
which
exception.
exception is it give the in compile time or runtime?
No arithmetic not, but no no SQL exception and arithmetic is runtime exception and that are not found exception. No, there is a runtime exception. Compile time exception is like is SQL exception, right? Null exception. This is
Null also it will give in runtime, right?
yeah.
Null pointer exception. Okay. Mm. Do you know how many types of GC, garbage collector?
Garbage collector. Mm, Garbage collector. Oh, sir. Type of garbage collector, I don't know. But
Okay.
yeah, it can use for processing your code using finally block
Okay. So have you worked on the files
files.
like Excel,
So
PDF?
Excel, yeah, means files means Excel, yeah.
Okay. So suppose I'm sending file from the UI. So what will
Mm.
be your controller syntax?
Yeah, sir. First, sir, we actually, sir, in backend side, we can check that this file is multi-part file or what. So, and after that, we can just check the extension of that file, whatever file extension is, PDF, doc, or whatever.
Mm.
And uh, just to store the file on folder, otherwise DB, sir, we just convert that file into byte stream. If I want to store in DB, we can just convert that into byte stream.
Mm.
And if I want to store that folder, then we can easily copy that file and store the paste that file on that particular folder.
So what are the design pattern you are aware or you have used in your project?
Design button. So yeah, mostly we follow some MVC, model view controller. Yeah,
What is difference between path variable and request param?
path variable and request param. Sir, in request param, we need to specify key, sir, and with key we need to specify value, right? In request param. But in path param, we don't need to specify any key or whatever. We just need to pass the that value. Yeah, we don't need to pass the key in path variable. We need to pass only value. But your request param, we need to pass the value as well as their key to
How
identify.
many types of scope are there in Spring?
What, sir?
Scope in Spring.
Scopes, yeah, the default one is singleton, but there are five type of scope: singleton, prototype, session, global session, setter. This type of
Can you
scopes
explain
available.
what are these? What is the
Yeah, scope it difference. Global session and session global, it's used for it provide instant to the HTTP level, and singleton provide one instant to the multiple layer of IOC. It provide one single instant to the multiple layer of IOC. And prototype, I don't know prototype. Session, it can provide one session to the multiple level of HTTP session.
Have you worked on the microservices as well?
Yes,
Okay. So what are the things you have used or you have worked?
yeah. Basically, microservices is nothing but the small number of small kind of services that communicate with each other. It's not completely dependent, but if you want to call,
How we will
so there
implement
is some,
API gateway?
yeah, implement API gateway. Yes, sir. To implement API gateway, you need to use Netflix Joule to implement API gateway. So basically, it's a API gateway. We just route the request, as well as we can achieving the security from the API gateway. So suppose you're having the two services, employee and student, and employee service having endpoint, employee, and in your user you having user. So I want to change that endpoint. So usually we can just put service configure, configure with API gateway, and just redirect with different endpoints. So that's why, as well as we providing us, giving us a security as well as, and yeah, using Joule we can implement the API gateway.
Okay. What is Hystrix?
S strings, S strings.
Hystrix,
Hashstring, yeah,
HYSTR.
hashstring, hashstring, yeah, hashstring. So sorry, sorry. Hashstring, nothing but it provide us, breakers, circuit breakers. So firstly, we need to enable the circuit breaker using main class. We need to enable circuit breaker, right? And yeah, using fallback method, we can just handle that better. Suppose we are having the three microservices, small services, A, B, C, and in C we get some exception. Exception in three. And suppose if you want to handle that exception, so usually we create one fallback method and map that method to that particular method. So we can handle that exception. We need to, yeah,
How you are handling the logs in microservice environment?
logs. To handling log, we need to add Lombok dependency, and we can
Lombok.
handle the logs. Hello.
Lombok. Lombok
Yeah,
is
Lombok.
for setter getter method, right? Or
Yeah,
generative.
also is it can we can use SLJ4, you can provide us using longback.
You can
Using
use
that
for
we can
one
handle.
particular service, but how you will get for all the services? In the microservices, there are multiple services are running, right? How you will identify which service this error is coming?
ELK, sir,
Okay.
using ELK, I guess.
Okay. Fine, Nasis. I am done with my interview. So I will share my feedback to HR team. They will get back to you.
Okay, sir. Okay,
Yeah.
sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.